Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platform.
About to get into the next segment. Oh yeah, you know I love this segment. The SAF Segment. Ooh, we about to talk about Midnight Mass on Netflix. Oh my God. Wow, this was such a divine motherfucking show. It was such enlightenment. I was spiritually moved. No, motherfuckers, for real. I was spiritually moved. I cried, nigga. At the very fucking end, as the fucking show was going, a single fucking tear came out my fucking eye. Ran down my cheek. It was just such, divine intervention. Shit, lightweight, it's kind of life-changing, this fucking show. Shit. Man, let me give y'all the stats. IMDb gave it 7.8, while Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 89%. Ooh. Fuck those critics. You know how I fucking feel. Fuck them. This came out September 24th, 2021. Look, man. I say go watch the show. This shit was fucking great. Man, get a hand clap from Mike Flanagan. He directed this shit. God damn, bro. Wow, this was incredible. Shit. I didn't know any of the cast members. Y'all acted y'all ass off. It was starring people such as Kate Siegel. She was Erin Green. Zach Gilford. Riley Finn was his character. And Roll Kamal. I know I'm fucking that name up. But he was Sheriff Hassan. Basically, this is an American supernatural horror TV series. And the plot was basically a bunch of supernatural shit happening in this small community after a mysterious priest came around. And it's credible though. It had a lot of religious undertones in it. Even in the titles, bro. Some of the first episode, book 1, Genesis. Second episode, book 2, the Palms. Y'all know that shit? Y'all read the Bible or watch any movie that's have any type of religion in it? This the shit that they be on, bro. So, basically, the show is about one dude. The first scene, he get in a car accident, and this nigga praying, please, Lord, let her live. Forgive me for my sins, for what I've done. Oh, Lord and Lord. And then, there was another woman. She dead, brain splattered out. And the cop said one of the realest shit. He was like, ask your God this. Why does he let drunks like you fucking live without a scratch? But an innocent woman like that, dead with her brains out. Nigga. I lost my mind. I knew at that moment this show was going to be great. God damn. Movement. Damn. The monologues on this fucking show was incredible, bro. I was in fucking awe every time they spoke, nigga. So basically, he went to jail. And then it shows, boom. Midnight Mass. And so essentially, he goes back to his hometown, his home community. He goes back. It's another chick that went away. She ran away when she was 16. She coming back now. She pregnant. And basically, a storm is coming in. This is basically a fisherman town. I think they outside of Maine or some shit like that. And the dude comes back. The dad is feeling a certain type of way because he feel like he failed his son, his firstborn son and shit. And his firstborn son done turned to a fucking atheist. He don't believe in none of that shit no more. He's like, man, I don't believe in that God shit no more. Fuck all that shit. He don't even want to go to church. None of that shit. So the mom is just, you know how mamas do. Mama love her son, you know what I mean? And this nigga has a little brother. And then the little brother doing the same thing that he was doing, sneaking out, going to his friends, all that shit, smoking weed and all that shit. But essentially, this priest comes around. And everybody thinks it's a new priest. So what happened was the storm hit, and the main character, he's not the main character because he dies in episode fucking 4. It's like an 8-episode series. So Riley Flynn, that's a nigga. He's like the one they kind of focus on at first, but then like after a while they kind of just focus on just the town itself. The town is a character. All right, but essentially though, he kind of getting converted to be back a believer and shit. He's a drunk. He has an alcohol problem and shit. And literally, episode 2, the storm hits and he sees the old priest outside. And he's like, yo, nigga, I see the old priest. And he telling his dad, mom, and the brother, and they're like, nigga, you crazy. You sound stupid. So he went out there to chase him and the nigga gone. He did see the old priest, though. What happened was the old priest went on some spiritual journey or whatever, and he found, they said, an angel, but that nigga resembled like a vampire. And so the nigga bit him in the neck, left him in the cave, and then he got out the cave, and he started noticing like, oh shit, I'm getting younger. But he had a thirst for fucking blood. And he had to get more of the angel blood to kind of stay like alive, because the nigga was basically dying. And he had to get like the angel around new people to suck their blood. But when he did that shit, they was getting cured. So he come back to his old time. He's like, yo, I'm about to be my younger self. I'm not gonna tell nobody. But niggas start figuring out because like this nigga start having seizure in front of people, and then he just start telling people like his congregation and shit that like, yeah, this is what happens. So throughout the town, you know how religion is. It's always this one Bible thumping ass motherfucker that's like all about the religion, but be the most conniving motherfucker. That was the one chick. And like the message with her was like, yo, she's the most devoted person, but she turned into the Judas at the end of the day. Like she got power hungry. So essentially, this nigga, the priest, had Riley Flynn come to AA and like had this other dude that was a town drunk. And like the town drunk had a dog, and the most devoted Christian motherfucker ended up poisoning the dog. Ain't that about a bitch? God damn. So essentially, the priest come in, and start giving the blood of the angel to the congregation, and it start healing people. His Riley Flynn dad had a bad back. His back started getting better. He started grooving with his wife again. You know, they start getting the fucking. You know how that go. So like everybody started getting happy. They had this one chick. She was in a wheelchair, and she got in a wheelchair because of the town drunk shot her in a fucking hunting accident and made her paralyzed. And like, bruh, like, nigga, start drinking the blood. He was like, you can walk, damn it. Get your ass up. Get your ass up in the name of the Lord. She was like, oh, Lord and Lord. Took a step. Everybody was like, oh my God, stop it. You're being such a jerk. Oh my God. You know how white people insults. You imbecile. You're fucking crazy. Stop doing that. And like, this chick, well, the girl, she was like 15, 16. She was like, she was in a wheelchair, light skin. Like, there's only 2 black people in this show. So, her and the mother. Nigga, she started walking. And they was like, oh shit, it's a miracle. So more people start coming to church. And more people start getting healed. And then, what happened was, it's this doctor. And the doctor start fucking testing the blood and shit. And noticed that, like, it burns in sunlight. And like she all about modern medicine and all that shit and progressive shit, whatever. And then her mom had dementia and shit. But then she started going to church, and like the priest came to her, because at the end of the day, the priest and this woman, they fucking had a baby. The baby was the doctor. And you find that out at the very end, because the doctor gets shot, blasted. And fucking holding her in her fucking arms. And like, no. Is this what happens when you try to play God? He'll take the most precious thing from you. That was one of the messages too. Like, nigga, you try to play God, boom, takes the most precious thing that you ever fucking wanted. Don't ever try to play God. But anyway, basically, this nigga Riley Flynn went to AA minute, then like met the angel. The angel bit him and shit, and this nigga was just, he kind of just lost his mind. And then he was telling the chick, the one chick that came back too, she was pregnant. And then one day, like, the baby was gone. Boom. Because they drinking the blood. They drinking the angel blood. So it's doing all types of other shit to the body too. And so, like, he basically took her out on the boat. And, like, this nigga been having dreams of the woman he killed. And, like, having nightmares and all that shit. And then showing that. And so then, they have this one monologue and they talk about death. And, like, they show his portion of what he thinks about death and, like, where do you go? Like, he's like, I really don't know where you go. Like, I feel like just nothing happens and shit like that. Because, like I said, he turned to an atheist. But then, went out on a boat. He was like, look, I'm going to tell you something. And you might not believe it. But, and he told her. And the downfall of having this blood, like, you get healed and everything, but you can't be out in the sunlight. You fucking burn up. You fucking evaporate. So it happened. She saw it. Then she told his mom, the dad. They didn't believe it at first. And then certain shit start conspiring. And then, like, they start believing the shit. And then, like, another monologue that was powerful too. The young girl went over to the drunken dude to his crib and telling him, like, yo, I fucking hated you for so long because you fucking shot me. But it's like, I forgive you. And you need to forgive yourself. Because he had a lot of self-pity. And this nigga was going through turmoil too. Because he fucked up. But, at the end of the day, what they were trying to do, the priest and the devoted Christian, they were trying to have all the people drink all the blood, have the angel turn them all into what you call it. And then all the so-called sinners that didn't come to church or whatever, they were going to be food. They're going to burn all the boats and shit. And then they were going to, like, hide in, like, the back house of the church or whatever. And then once everybody was congregated, they were going to go to, like, another town and do the same shit. Convert motherfuckers, basically. And then, like, nigga, priest start telling them, like, yeah, I'm the same priest from fucking 30 years ago. And this angel came by and saved me and made me a new man again. And then the angel came in and everybody was like, holy shit, this angel ugly than a motherfucker. Ugly than a bitch. It was a fucking vampire, bruh. That shit was a vampire. That was Dracula 2.0. Stop playing with me, niggas. But essentially, bruh, the angel came in, did the shit, and then at the end of the fucking day, the whole town went into turmoil. Everything was burning up. These niggas trying to play God. The woman that had was pregnant and, like, baby evaporated. She the one kind of, they alluded that she the one killed the vampire basically, or the angel, by cutting the wings, slicing it, and then try to fly away into, like, his man cave or whatever. But it couldn't. And, like, the sun came up, and at the end, the town got into shambles, and Riley Flynn, little brother, and the chick that was in the wheelchair walked. They got in a boat and they sailed off, and they see, like, the town burning up, all in shambles and shit. And the very last line was, she said, I can't feel my legs. And a single tear ran down my fucking eyes as I was just like. And in that monologue, as the town was burning and everything, you got the guy answer in episode 4, but then you got the chick answer that was pregnant at the very end. She was like, basically, when you die, what if you go back to your true state of nature? Like, you go back to Mother Nature itself. You get put into the dirt and you become Earth itself in your essence. Just extrude, how the fuck you say that word? And like, you really never die. You always a part of this earth. Damn. What a fucking monologue. Then it was saying that shit, and then very end, like I said, that's how you knew the kind of the angel or the vampire died, because she couldn't feel her legs. The power wore off. The blood was he was the main person, the main vampire angel, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Once that motherfucker died, everybody else that had the blood in it, if they got too much blood exposed to them, they got evaporated from the sun, or these niggas were fucking dead from the bite, or whatever they healed didn't get healed anymore. And I knew at that point them two were gonna die too, because like they had a boat, no food, they're stranded. Sad, man. Sad religion fucking show. God damn. Anyway, that show, man, Midnight Motherfucking Mass on Netflix. Y'all go see that shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I fucking fuck with it. I like shows like this where have you thinking it's all about like religion and spirituality and have you thinking deeper and not just some surface level shit. And I love shows with great monologues. They had great monologues. They were so fucking impactful. Man, make you really think, man. Like, damn, man, we just like, man, we just atoms on Earth. Just, who knows what the fuck we are. Anyway, alright. On to the, look it, man. Midnight Mass, Netflix. Y'all go check it out.